I did turn in my statement of fact so that there's more than the police record on the record. I have not harmed anyone, and the cameras will reflect that if we are to go that far. But I would like to motion to settle.
I don't know what that means.
Well, I want to settle because I'm the card holder in X relation to the principal, and I do not want to be mistaken.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. I yield.
Very personal and sensitive information regarding my sovereignty as a chief of a sovereign tribe. That's why I invoked also the Peace and Friendship Treaty between the United States and Morocco, in which I do qualify for that. And also you can contact the Embassy of Morocco.
No, so I'm familiar with that treaty, and it is a trade treaty. It has nothing to do with your right to commit crimes anywhere you feel like.
No, ma'am. It has nothing to do with me committing crimes, but they will vouch that I am royalty, and Morocco has granted me as part of their royalty, and they will vouch for me. I assure you.
You can't be a royalty in Morocco and a Native American. That's not possible.
The moment he starts talking about sovereignty and royalty, you can feel where this is headed. This isn't confidence. It's someone clinging to ideas that sound powerful but collapse the moment they touch reality. Courts don't run on belief systems. They run on jurisdiction.
Have you been to the doctor regarding the COVID diagnosis?
It's against my religion.
Okay, so here's what you're going to do. Then I'm going to say, okay, you've got COVID. I want you here. When's our last block? 3 o'clock today. Wear a mask if you're going to represent yourself.
I can't make that. Is there a later date?
Oh, yeah, you can.
That right, there's a judge drawing a clean line. Treaties don't grant immunity. They never have. And no matter how often this argument shows up online, it dies the same way every single time.
You are to appear in court as directed. I'm not going to argue with you, Mr. Martin. I understand your sovereign citizen argument. It's not the first time I've seen it or heard it. You are under the jurisdiction of this court.
No, I'm here, sir. There's an appropriate persona.
All right. I do have to advise, so you're going to represent, you need to stand in the middle of the podium where he's telling you to stand. Now. Mr. Allen, if you don't want to cooperate and handle things, he wanted you in the middle of the podium where you're supposed to be. If you don't want to be there, then say no. I'm telling you now to do it.
If you want me to stand closer to the mic, no problem.
Sir, you want to play a game with me? No, not today. Mr. Allen, take him. We'll bring him back out when he wants to cooperate.
This is what happens when someone mistakes a courtroom for a debate stage. The law doesn't negotiate tone, posture, or ego. When cooperation ends, control begins.
My name from the record on that one. Thank you.
I know. How do you
record? I am the flesh and breathing man. I'm here on a special appearance to clarify any misunderstanding. I am not the legal fiction known as Hector J. Casanova that is on the information there. I just have a few questions to clarify some things.
All right, so if you would like to clarify some things, then the person I need to speak to is the flesh and blood man known as Hector Casanova.
Yes, I'm the flesh and blood man, Hector Casanova Jr.
All right. So you are Hector Casanova, correct?
I am Hector Casanova Jr., the flesh and breathing man.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're breathing. So,
what I'm understanding is that the court is a private for-profit.
So, Mr. Musgrove, I know where you're going with this, and none of that is valid. None of that is law.
I'm not the all caps name. Of course,
none of that is valid.
This flesh and blood man argument is straight out of the sovereign citizen playbook. It's built on the idea that words, capitalization, or identity labels somehow erase legal responsibility. They don't. The court doesn't care what you call yourself, only whether you're subject to the law. And you are.
Case that still haven't been received.
I've received your petition for writ of habeas corpus and it's denied.
Okay. Respectfully, Your Honor, I demand to be released due to lack of evidence of stated claim and not being given the proper opportunity to obtain proper counsel, defective defense.
Notice how fast the legal doors start closing once these motions hit the record. Habeas corpus isn't a magic word. It's a legal remedy, and if it doesn't apply, it's denied. Period.
Violated. My rights were violated. My right to travel freely unencumbered was violated. There was no emergency in which the officer needed to put on his red and blue lights. And so, again, if status cannot be set, jurisdiction cannot be proven, I move to dismiss this matter with prejudice.
That's denied. So you've made your record.
Wanted to say some sovereign citizen information that you wanted to make a record of.
I am an American non-citizen national that's defined in the United States Code. And I do believe that underneath copyright, once my name is copyrighted through the Daily News, once I put that copyright on your paperwork, that's something called copyright impoundment. That means that under Erie Railroad versus Tompkins, the fictitious entity under due process of law does not apply to my sui juris living being.
This is the most dangerous misunderstanding here. The idea that laws only apply if someone is visibly harmed. Traffic laws aren't about injury. They're about prevention. The absence of a victim doesn't erase the offense.
The name of the crime?
I told you it's driving while license suspended, 3rd degree, and operating a vehicle without an ignition interlock device.
And listen carefully. Once the judge states the actual charges, everything becomes painfully simple. Driving while suspended. No interlock. This was never abstract. It was always specific.
Your ability to understand the nature of the...
What do you, yes or no? No, you don't understand that. So, Ms. Pugh, it's my understanding, I'm not going to allow you to represent yourself because you don't understand the law and the process. So we're on question number 4 out of 15 that I'm supposed to ask you. So Mr. Jeffries is going to stay on your case. I don't care what you want at this point.
This is the court stepping in to stop self-destruction. The judge isn't punishing him here. She's protecting the integrity of the process. Representing yourself requires understanding the law, not rejecting it.
Okay, look, you're going to have to give me straightforward answers to my questions because I've got to make sure that you understand certain things. I got to do certain things here.
From my understanding,
you understand, first of all, that if you do indeed direct, you want to smile about it and laugh about it, take him back. We'll call him out later. Take him back. You keep laughing. You laugh one more time, that's 30 days. Go contempt. Look it up.
By the end, laughter turns into contempt warnings. That's the final lesson. Courts aren't impressed by theatrics. And belief, no matter how strongly held, doesn't override.